Wow. My goat. My goat. And Congo couldn't have done this last fucking week, bruh. Couldn't have done this shit last week. Like, I mean, you couldn't have done this shit yesterday. Like, god damn, bro. Nigga put up 15.45. I need this nigga to put up 34, bro. I need this nigga to put up 30. And no. I hired my coach, bro. Get this shit off my screen, man. Great coach skills. D-line. We need to upgrade the D-line. Actually. Upgrade the linebackers. Play recognition. Number 1 Florida State going up against number 5 Ohio State in the national championship. This is the game to see if Florida State can go undefeated. As you can see, Ohio State is heavy favorites in this, as they are the better team.
Welcome everyone to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. This one will be fair caught. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the chance to start this game off. Here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 16 minutes away from crowning the new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship.
And getting 11 yards on the first carry of the game.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And finding his tight end on the drag route, getting only a gain
quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that short completion. Looking downfield, it's Wiangala.
Finding Brown on the drag route, wide open running room. Brady Aikman getting it past the 40 to the 39.
All the way to the 39.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did.
And Florida State, after 2 plays already.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Let's it go quickly.
And finding Brown again. And Brown getting it from 13.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Finding Brown on the drag route again and getting a gain at 8.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
2.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then
some type of room. Getting
only
a
makes the
gain
stop
of
very
1.
close to a 1st down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play.
Getting the ball and getting put on 1 yard line. Don't know how he didn't get in the end zone, but the game took us up that time. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even debate it.
The drive here. It's 1st
So
and
Billy
goal.
looking to get in the end zone right here, and he does. And Seminoles go up 7-0.
Touchdown, Seminoles. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the
Ohio
field.
State Buckeyes back ready to receive the kick and kick it off. The Buckeyes looking like they're just going to.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25.
The Ohio State
So
Buckeyes
the
team, as
Ohio
you can
State
see,
Buckeyes offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game.
Impact players for the
outcome.
These are your leaders on the
They
field.
have speed. They have
These are your
speed
go-to
everywhere
guys,
all
not
over the
only
team. They got a
when you
great
need a play
line.
to be made, but also
Running
when you
like
need somebody to
Florida
rally your
State.
team.
Defense can do against this team.
You start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And the
And
defense
gain of
swarms
two
not
on
much
that
of a
play.
gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Come out a little bit.
Trying to find some room. It's Henderson.
And little second, only allowing 5 yards on
No, they didn't
the
bust
run.
that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Down.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Back to pass. It's Howard. The pocket breaking down.
One in the back
Got
down.
him for a sack. A big
Fourth and
play
11.
made them one of the
The
senior
platoon coming
leaders
on
in
the
this
field, and the
defense.
defender get the ball
Buckeyes
back.
will line up to
Benson
punt it away.
back to receive the ball here. And Benson's just gonna fair
And the
catch
fair
this
catch
ball.
signal for and take it. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it
Toafili gonna
again.
get the ball and
One
find a
moves the ball
lane.
across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run?
And they can get it
maybe throw the ball down the field.
on the field.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun.
So he gets the ball again. And a fumble on the field.
Now the defense has got it going the other way.
We're going to instant replay this and see my man truly fumble that ball. Oh, yeah, there's no way he didn't fumble that ball.
For the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it
And
off.
Judkins getting stopped in the back of him off the
It's a
two.
loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Come up
Third down play for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back.
My goodness.
It's caught. Did he get a foot in?
Goodness.
Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
Out of everyone on the team,
He'll hand it off. And they get him
and
down to wrap up
getting
first
6
period
yards on the
play.
line.
As we break for the quarter, Florida State was on top. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. To the air, it's Howard. Pass caught. And he scores.
It walked outside. The Tigers getting the ball and getting
That
the
kind of play is
touchdown.
almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like
Putting
this,
up points
good luck
on
trying to stop
the
it.
turnover.
So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Just going
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away.
Finding Williams across the middle.
It's
And
Williams.
Jagger getting a gain
Just a
of
good
7
job here by the
on play.
quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's second down here. That one falls
Jesus
incomplete. Looking
Christ,
for a
where
flag,
did he
doesn't
come
get it.
from?
Brings up third down.
Maybe throw another. Come on,
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long.
You gotta be. I'm getting the ball out, bro. I'm getting the ball out. No, bro.
Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. The offense starts with excellent field position.
Give it to him.
Keeping it on the ground
He's
here.
not going nowhere.
Goes
Not doing that
backwards,
backwards. He's
losing
not
3
going
yards
nowhere.
there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
In the red area,
it's Henderson.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal.
Give me that interception. I'm trying to get the ball back. Brown, get an interception. It looks like he has nothing but space to run it back for a pick 6. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's going to take it back.
For a pick 6. Touchdown for the state. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Wow, there's a risky throw here.
I said I was going to get the ball back, and I did get the ball back.
Makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes
I get back a muff. How many times did I say it, man? I get back is a muff.
Gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Ooh.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards to the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense
coming back out on defense.
Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Finding some room with the 25. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will stop the ball for 31. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
And
it's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
He's going to take us to a 2-minute warning.
Coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To throw, it's Howard.
And Will Howard getting sacked. 3rd and 15.
I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
I don't like this. Riley, I'm gonna beat Riley. No taking back. It looks like Ohio State being very, very strategic here. That's inside. Enough on the pig caught.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab down the
and
middle.
Graham Jr. getting the tackle.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team.
Florida State. Cinnamon,
4th down,
dry.
they'll put it away here.
Vince is going to fair catch this
call
punt
for the
here.
fair catch here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. And they put together something here. And he dumps off to the tight end.
Thank you.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw.
I can't even throw.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long. which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
I would laugh my ass off here.
We'll take a deep shot.
I don't know why I just did that.
Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I had him across the middle. No problem.
Back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Short completion there. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Catch made on the out route. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Caught quickly.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback on the sideline.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And with nobody open,
they're just going to kick a field goal here.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. No problem.
2 seconds left in the game. I mean, on the clock before the goal.
Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break.
Long Florida State. We know they're going to try and come out here.
It's like the final play of the half coming up. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And the pass ball is incomplete. And the final play
got some
of
of the
this
best DBs and
the
Ohio
Seminoles
State
will kick this away to start the second half.
Florida State. And
he's going to
bring
bring
the ball out.
A couple yards deep in the
Find
end
the
zone.
lane and
Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And they get the second half started with their running play. Breaking free at the 35.
Henderson,
they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the
42.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Abuka. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion sets up a second down play. Makes a quick grab.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
In the clear at the 25.
What more
Touchdown,
do I have to
Buckeyes.
do? What more do you want from
This
me?
guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield.
He shouldn't have broke that tackle whatsoever.
Just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so
Ohio State goes up
dangerous after the
17.
catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Completion of the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking to pass here on second down.
Finding Brown in the drag route.
It's Brown. He uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Finding Brown again on the drag route.
It's Brown. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught on the outside. It's Benson. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on a play.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
So he'll get the ball.
Short to try to pick it up on the ground.
Hey, what the fuck did I
the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They've been stopped in their first 2 4th down attempts. Here comes number 3. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to the left side. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Great fucking wide receiver.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Seminoles are in the red zone. Scanning the field. It's Uiagalelei. And that pass is
finally
over the
Douglas.
And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on the completion. The Noles hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They
really
powers into the end zone. Touchdown.
Of course they call that ball.
Now the try here for the extra point.
21-17.
And the extra point is good. Makes it a 21-17 game. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
I don't think Buckeye got to kick. And he's going to bring the ball out.
The return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Yes, sir, Graham Jr.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
Where you going? Where you going, brother? You ain't going nowhere. Come on.
Maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense can be very aggressive.
4th and 11, put the ball 3 and out.
This is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks.
Benson
Once
back
you
to
get them
the
behind the
punt
sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really
has
affect
room,
the
has
quarterback's
blockers.
eyes and disrupt the
Get to
timing and the
47.
rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
This should be the last play of the quarter.
Here comes on the last play of the
1st and
quarter.
10, looking to
Throw the ball.
And it's incomplete.
Oh,
Even on a
man,
1st
like,
down throw. He was
Uncle
under
reading the
pressure.
old line like it's nothing,
Makes
bro.
it 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Really fighting for
The
yards.
tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top to reach the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats.
Hold the phone. Benson on the drive route.
That's caught. It's Benson.
Getting the 1st down and Florida State keeping hope alive for getting their national championship that they deserve. Went 15 over entire season.
Here on 1st and 10.
So Philly finding a lane,
They
getting
finally
a
stopped
gain
him, but
of
a decent
5.
gain that time.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they
getting
have
the
the
gain
lead,
of
but it's
2.
despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Brown finding a way and getting it.
They tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Finding his running back, getting a gain of 5.
Tackled quickly after the catch, should be short of the marker. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Finding Brown on the drag route. First and goal. Brown getting 100 yards today.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap.
And Brown getting the ball on the run. And Brown getting in the end zone. What a touchdown!
They're setting out to try the PAT.
Golden State goes up 28-17. 11-point lead. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Come on the field.
Do the Buckeyes have any black magic to come back from?
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25.
The ball here.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quick throw, testing the
middle. Hit it, and Riley across the middle, interception. I knew it. As soon as I saw the wire, I knew they were going to try and go. I knew they were trying to go for it.
Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're
getting
expecting the ball to be into the air.
day.
Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
That completion makes it 2nd down.
That's their own 38, so Philly going to run the ball outside and get the first down. Something the man off of him.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Ball handed off.
Jesus Christ. If it was anybody else, they would have probably got
2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
We're only 2 minutes away from getting
3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Makes the catch. It's Brown.
Down.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Seminoles are in the red zone.
And Ohio State calls the first timeout.
Handoff
So
here for the
just
shotgun.
run the ball.
They'll stop him
And
behind the
stopped
line
for a
for
loss
loss of
of
1.
one.
The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
I have no time to
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense.
Why they want me to do a freaking draw play so bad?
For their offense.
And Ohio State taking their last timeout.
3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to
find Douglas, and Douglas 4th and inches here.
They make the stop just short of the mark where it's getting 4th down and
4th inches. Ohio Florida State going for it. Until Billy finding the lane and getting it in the
1st down and goal. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and
4
goal.
yards away. One touchdown. So Philly trying to look for another touchdown in
Couldn't
base.
quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on
All
this
he
running
has
back,
to
and for good
can he
reason.
go
He's
for
already
the
scored
hat
a couple
trick?
touchdowns.
9 seconds left. So Philly gets the ball and finds the lane into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown on the day today.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good.
Adding insult to injury, 6 seconds left. You already know Florida State is your national champion.
Gets set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25.
Why not?
The first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Howard. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. The ball falls to the ground.
And as the clock hits 0,
Well, this was an
Florida
intriguing
State
matchup.
Seminoles are your
Which way
national
was gonna go?
champions.
What do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical
And I think
moments,
we
the
could
third
all
downs,
say
the red zones, the turnover
at the MVP of
margin.
this
Those are
game
the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to
is
come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
Well, that's going to do it for us
Toafili.
and wrap up
Toafili
another
ran for 50 yards
outstanding
today,
season
averaging
of college
2.7
football.
yards per
For
carry,
Grove Street,
but
I'm
got
Chris
3
Fowler. This has
touchdowns.
been a
Yeah, he did have
presentation
one
of EA
fumble.
Sports College
He did have
Football.
one fuck up in the
Official,
first
your
quarter,
kings
but
of the
he
college
came back in
football
a big
world
one.
and national
And then
champions,
DJ
the Florida
Lowry,
State Seminoles.
72% completion on one touchdown today, 227 passes. And then you have Brown leading the wide receiver room. 116 yards in the game and one touchdown. Benson in his last game getting 50 yards. Douglas getting 23 yards and Murdoch fighting getting 60 yards. Defense. Graham Jr. getting a total of 5 tackles for loss on the day offense. We know he's going to be a dangerous person next season. Lundy getting 4 tackles for loss. Riley getting 1 tackle for loss as well. And then Lundy getting 1.5 back to the race. And then we had Riley get the game-stealing interception across the middle. And then Brown with a 106-yard kick six that put Florida State back on the map when they were down. Tune in for season 2 soon, folks.